Hello people, welcome back again, and this is going to be the last video of this beginner tutorial. We will be giving this Y-fillet transition on top of these surfaces. So before doing it, I like to mention something about having positional continuities like this hard edges is something essential you must have, because if there isn't any positional continuity, if there is a break here, the fillet operation afterwards that you will be doing is gonna be like messed up. So while mentioning these, let's pick these, Ctrl H, hide unselected, and I'm gonna untrim the surfaces. Shift C is my hotkey, and this one as well. Okay, so I'm picking curve on surfaces. This tool. In the general Alias preset, there must have been somewhere like here or here, I don't remember, but in mine it's there. I'm picking these curve on surfaces and deleting them. I did it in the previous video while fast forwarding it. So we have these intersections between the surfaces, and let's check the continuity between the blend and the other two surfaces. Okay, so I am intersecting this surface with this one, the blend, and this one in order to have one closed modeling approach. So when I control your mark, always, I mean, let's say you have so many of them, just click restart and pick again. Right now we have positional continuity all across the edge. So this is something essential before creating the surface fillets. So after mentioning this one, let's begin to fillet these corners, and I'm not gonna fast forward this part because this is little bit confusing. So since we have continuity here, tangency, we can select all the surfaces at the same time. I'm coming here to surface fillet tool. Shift V is my hotkey, but it's there. Surface fillet tool, and this tab pops up. I'm picking these surfaces. So while I was picking it, you see it turns kind of purplish. Maybe if I do light color, it's much more obvious. And then after the area that has hard edge, if I pick it, it goes yellow. These arrows represents the way of the fillet, but in this area, Alias automatically understands it, so we don't need to touch it unless something bad, something we don't want to happen. So let's make it bigger, 12. Okay, so this fillet will be coming all the way and will be disappearing at this part, and this should be not edge aligned because it creates a weird topology. It should be extend. Okay, we extended this fillet over the boundary, but that's okay. Let's keep it that way. don't forget this positional errors here. We can fix it, but we don't wanna spend too much time about it right now. We need to only see the design of the fillet, like we like it or not. Maybe we can make it bigger or we can make it smaller. It just about this didn't happen. It is just about visualization. So, oh Jesus, it's because this is edge line still. When we do it extend, supposed to be fixing it, yeah. Let's say 17 is fine, and again picking these surfaces and this one this time. Okay, you remember these arrows were upside down in the previous filleting operation. Right now it's like the opposite way, because it's gonna be its fillet is gonna be turning to the opposite side. Let's say build. Okay, so now, and okay, extending this part here as well. And now what we're gonna do, this is pretty much okay for now. Let's delete the locators. I am gonna extend this edge of the fillets back until they are on top of each other. It says breaking the history. Let's say go and Control Alt left click and sliding. And for the other one the same, Control Alt left click and sliding. Right now these two fillets are exactly touching each other at the very at this edge, and we have rest of the body. So in this case we can go like, we can create freeform blend between these two edges. And I need to extend back this blend that I've created until it touches more or like here. And I'm gonna change it on the edges again, extending operation. Okay, so this is like pretty much what we need to have as a topology, but when it comes to the continuities, we need a problem here. We are gonna be solving this one. How do we do that is like we can try to detach under the object edit menu, detach tool, to detach this blend surface by pressing and holding Alt and left click right in the middle, hit go. Okay, now it seems like we can do some aligning here. Let's say positional align in the first place, and this one to this one. But while doing this, continuities between these surfaces must be improved, because let's check it. Like, this is not going to be giving us G1 continuity, so we have small problems here that we can easily fix. Let's check it this side, this side. These are not positionals, and let's align. G1 is like, for now it's just enough. When we align this two fillet together, the positional continuity breaks here, we need to solve this. Just revert the align tool. Check the continuity here. It says somewhere these two guys are not touching each other. I am CV snapping this, and then positional continuity is okay right now. But there are slight differences between. I opened the 4 fillets CVs and then selecting all of these intersected CVs and coming here on the information window menu, coming here information window, and checking their positions. You see there are differences. I can change these. They are not intersecting. That's why it says not positional. Okay, you see, after fixing it, this turned to position, but this has still problems. So how do we solve it? Let's say might be because of this. I'm gonna aligning this to that one, picking this, this surfaces CV, this, oops, realigning these guys. Let's say skew on this part, co-edit, skew again. Yeah, but we have positional issue here. I'm gonna delete these history. That's why these areas a little bit complicated to have. It's like really complex surface. I need to check all of the positional. Yeah, right now we have position. Let's say G. Let's check G1. Yeah, G1 is cool as well. And now we have smooth transition on this edge. There is issue here we need to solve, and you know what, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna be cheating this one. I'm gonna do that. Duplicate this curve, move this a little bit like that, extend this, duplicate on the y-axis, attach these two curves together, and I'm gonna use fit curve tool here under the curve edit menu. What fit curve does is basically you see this curve has 6 spans and 5 degree. Instead of having it like that, I'm gonna use fit curve tool, decreasing these spans to 1, degrees to 3, and it says a maximum 0.08 differences of deviation between the other curve and the new curve that it creates. It's really cool. It's just enough for us, not a problem. Let's delete the previous spans curve and let's project this curve. Yeah, problem fixed. Yeah guys, this is pretty much it. Thanks for watching it so far. Control space hides these bars, just you know. This is pretty much it. In the next videos we are going to be modeling much more precisely, because in this level we don't need to be strict about everything, you know, like we need to create and develop some shapes, some surfaces, some kind of transactions. This is just fine with, I mean, if you guys have some kind of closed topology like we have here, is really great. I mean, you might have some problems, I mean, maybe filling these stuffs and intersecting the surface, but it's totally okay. We are going to be doing those operations 10,000 times more, so you don't need to worry about anything. It's just, if you have something similar like what I have here, it's a win-win. Yeah guys, thank you for watching so far and for your patience. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment below. See you on the next episode. Congratulations, our beginner chapter ends here, and hope to see you on the next episodes. Bye bye.